What's up? My name's Deontay. I'm in a relationship with this beautiful blonde, and her name is Nicole. Hey,
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm in the wine store.
At the wine store?
Yeah, baby, I'm getting 3 bottles.
Deontay and I met off of a pen pal website. We've been talking for like a year or two on and off.
I kind of found her by accident because she's eerily similar to my ex-girlfriend. What people like to say is my type, even though I ain't got no type. I'm gonna say that once again, I ain't got no type. Nicole?
Alright, so he ain't got no type, but he is talking to someone who is eerily similar to his ex-girlfriend, who his closest people say is eerily similar to his ex-girlfriend. Let that one sink in. He don't have no type, but he is talking to somebody who is eerily similar to his ex-girlfriend. And she says they've been talking on and off for a couple of years. On and off. And usually that means she kind of hits him up when she needs money. And other than that, she really has no interest in him. So let's just see how far this simpage goes.
Nicole is the love of my life. Beautiful, nice body, and most importantly, great personality. I can't stand materialistic people. I can't stand shallow people.
Honestly, when I first met Deontay, it was more about him taking care of me.
Alright, so think about that one just for a minute as we go through this. Alright, he cannot stand materialistic people. But her attraction to him is the fact that he takes care of her. Yeah, he cannot stand materialistic people. So again, let's see how far this really goes.
Well,
He's been very loyal to me throughout my whole bid.
she's been in prison for 4 years for robbery. You wouldn't expect her to be the type of person to rob somebody, you know? But looks can be deceiving. Even the most beautiful people can be inmates, you know?
Alright. So I mean, she's in prison for robbing somebody. And he was like, well, even the most beautiful people can be inmates. And this is where simps get really, really out of touch with reality. Is I mean, she's in prison for robbing people. And not one time does this man think, well, maybe she's robbing me too.
I'd say maybe 6 months after I started talking to Deontay, I realized that I had feelings for him more than just him taking care of me. Then I met him in person and I really started to fall for him.
My boys is again, dog, another one. What up, boy?
Alright, two things right there. And she says 6 months after she started talking to him, she realized it was more than him just taking care of her, that she actually had feelings for him. And you're gonna, in a minute as we go through this, you're gonna see why that doesn't make sense. But then he says his friend, Deontay says his friend says another one. So he's done this before, and it didn't work out. So he decided to try this again. thinking that it was gonna be different.
Chillin'. Derek is my best friend. I've known that man for 27 years.
You really bought her Michael Kors?
That's what she wanted.
I mean, look at all of this stuff. Let's go. Hold on. Let me rewind that real quick. I want to show you everything that was on his bed.
You really?
Look at this. Alright, this is a man who says he cannot stand materialistic people. And look at all of this stuff that he bought for this woman in order to please her. And that's not all.
Really bought her Michael Kors?
That's what she wanted.
And damn AirPod.
That's what she wanted. It wasn't my first impulse to go date another inmate. It ain't
Another inmate, like I said, like his friend said, again. So he's already dated another. Like this is another inmate that he's dating, and the last one didn't work out. So he said, "Why not try it again?" And to be honest with you, like you're better off being single than going through this extreme in order to get a girlfriend. You really are. Because, I mean, look at the money that this guy is spending on this girl. Think about what you, as a man, could do with that money instead of spending it on a girl. That's oh my goodness. That's where it really, I really cannot make sense of this. Why that sounds, even because sounds like it would be a good idea to spend this kind of money on somebody that you really don't know. Because all that money that you're spending on her could be spent on yourself, your bills, and many other things, rather than wasted on a girl who only considers you as an ATM.
like I ain't tried all this other stuff.
So because you talked to her for a year and a half, she just deserves $1,000 walking out of prison.
So, I mean, and look, that's a perfect place to pause it. Alright, so think about what he said. Like, he cannot stand materialistic people. He bought all of this stuff. And you saw the watch, you saw the earpods, you saw the clothes, everything. And on top of all of that, he's gonna give her $1,000 cash when she walks out of prison. It's no wonder she's actually interested in him, because he's spending all this money on her. And this is what simps will do. They will go all out for a woman like this in order to please her, in order to make her his girlfriend. And the only thing that's going to happen is you're going to end up losing a lot of money, and you're going to be stuck in the friend zone. That's what you're going to get.
I'm honestly not sure where Deontay and I's relationship will go within the next 5 years, but he's a very good person to have in my life, and I'd like to keep him there.
I would want my family and friends to.
And that's the way these women will play you, man. She says, I don't know where we will be in the next 5 years of my life, but he's a really good person to have in my life. So I'd really like to keep him there. And of course, he's a really good person to have in your life because he's spending a lot of money on you. And if this guy was not spending that kind of money on her, do you really think she would be considering keeping him around? Absolutely not. That's the only reason she's keeping him around. And this is why this is a big red flag. Somebody who is this materialistic, and it's funny coming from somebody who claims that they cannot stand materialistic people. Is he's spending all this money? He's doing this in order to please her, to make her happy, to make her his girlfriend, and he thinks this is gonna work, and it's not gonna work. Because she's not going to have any respect for men who do this. She's going to use him. She's going to keep him in the friend zone. But she's not going to have any respect for him. And she's not going to look at him as boyfriend material. He's just somebody she can get money from. And that's the way she looks at it. And that's the way so many women do. That's why we as men need to stop doing this. We need to stop going all out for women who do not appreciate you for you.
Just understand and not just straight judge based off the fact that this woman is an inmate.
You put a down payment on it.
Come on.
That's what we're doing? He looks like a sucker, but hopefully it works out in his favor. Do I believe it will? No.
Look, and this is a friend talking. This guy said this is his best friend. And even the friend says he looks like a sucker. He says he hopes it works out. Does he think it's going to work out? Absolutely not. This is the friend talking. And if he says that, and I'm saying that, y'all have got to know this. This is not going to work out in his favor. Look at all this money that he's putting on this girl. This is cash. Look at all this cash spread out across his bed. On top of all of the clothes and the jewelry and things like that, that also costs a lot of money. He's doing all of this in order to please a girl who does not respect him. And that is just too much. You cannot be doing that. You cannot be emptying your bank account for anybody, really. You really shouldn't be. But especially not for women. Because women are not going to appreciate that. They're going to use it, absolutely. They're going to take full advantage of it. But they're not going to respect you for it. They're not going to love you for it. And it's not going to get you any closer to the bedroom activity that you're hoping to get. The only thing that it's going to get is she's going to be happy and you're going to be broke. That's the only thing that's going to come out of this entire situation. That's the outcome.
Yeah, they think I'm crazy, but you know what? It wouldn't be D if I ain't do it.
What the hell? It wouldn't be D if I didn't do it. Like, everybody is telling this guy that you were out of your mind for spending this much money on this girl. And his response to that was, it wouldn't be D if I didn't do it. Alright, so everybody, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. In the next one, I'm going to show how all of this unfolded. So if you made it this far, I really do greatly appreciate it. And as always, leave your comments. That's what it's for. And until then, I will see y'all in the next one. Y'all have a good one.